an illegal enforcement of court order that led to the demolition of homes and the forced eviction of families. They allege that there was no pre-information about the demolition, saying the June notice was backdated. Habeebat Ajayi has details.
It was chaos Wednesday morning at God's own estate within the CBN Estate in Wumba along Lokoguma Road. Residents say they were stunned when court officials, accompanied by thugs and more than 200 police officers, stormed the community, demolishing structures and evicting occupants, including an orphanage. At the estate entrance, officials pasted a notice from the FCT Federal High Court titled Warrant for Possession of Premises and signed by Justice S.U. Baturi. Though dated December 2014, residents allege it was only pasted now and backdated to June 2024. Those affected insist they had no knowledge of any court proceedings, describing the action as unjust and a threat to their peace.
No notice. In fact, I was still at home preparing for work when my neighbor called me, "Are you home?" That some people are already in his house. I said yes. I stepped out. And the first thing I do was to approach the person I saw wearing a court vest, high court vest. I said, "My brother, what is happening?" He said they have order to come and evacuate everybody and move everybody out of the state. I said, "Please, can I have the order?" He said, "No, that is not our business, that we are not party to the matter. I said, "Okay, so how will you know that you have such an order?" He said they pasted it at the entrance of the estate. So before you know it, I saw policemen all over everywhere, and before I could say Jack, they are inside my house. But I said, "Who are these people?" They said they came for enforcement. The first question I asked, enforcement with who? With the touts? The police were there, enabling them. No, not even one police came into the house, just touts. And I asked a question, what kind of country is this? Police working with touts, working with criminals? What kind of name are they giving to Nigerian police? Have they ever seen army work with touts? Have they ever seen Navy work with touts? Have they ever seen Air Force work with touts? These touts are armed, breaking people's things. My security door bulletproof door, they brought it down.
I met more than 50 boys at the front of my door. They were trying to break the door down. I told them to hold on. I will open the door. I opened the door. Immediately I opened the door, they rushed in with me. I started fighting with them. I said, "Go outside. I will pack my things." They said, "No, never." There was one on pink. I had his face on camera. I told him, "Give me just 1 hour." He said, "Never, it will never happen." I said, "Just 30 minutes, even 20 minutes. Let me pick my valuables first before you guys start packing my things." They said, "No." Only them packed my things. They were moving my things outside. "Where are you taking my things to?" There were a whole lot of loads. This whole place was filled up with loads. I said, "Don't mix up my load with other people's load. I'm a tenant here. I paid for this place." My landlord called me, "Please." They refused. As we speak right now, my iPhone is missing. My HTC phone is missing. My wigs are missing. I don't know of my laptop. I'm still searching right now, trying to unpack the things that they packed with their own hands. I did not pack my load myself.
Some of my clients lost valuables and dollars in foreign currency and new currency. I think if we go in, you will see it. But my properties that worth millions of nairas that have been destroyed must be paid for. They must be challenged in the court because I am not aware. I am not informed.
I changed 5.5 million naira. It was inside my room. The only thing I can see is 400,000 naira. The mint. Plus 1,000 pounds that was inside my wallet. I can't see any of them.
The FCT police spokesperson, Josephine Ade, maintained that the matter falls outside the jurisdiction of the police. But residents expressed disappointment that the police were part of the operation, calling on the government to hold those behind it accountable.
There are easier ways to enforce judgment. You can actually block the entrance of the estate. You can come and padlock the gates and say that there's a court case, there's a court judgment against me, so that I can prepare myself and pack out quietly. How do I evacuate? We're not bachelor houses. You need to capture the estate. These are duplexes and properly constructed properties. People have bought their properties legally. then you come and say you want to pack them out. Is it Bacha?
So we are not saying that whoever has gotten judgment should not enjoy the fruits of his judgment, but things should be rightly done. Things should be properly done. It is wrong. And many of the people in this estate, most of them are retired. You just come. You go, I am retired. You just come early in the morning, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6:30, without. And now our estate has been exposed. It's been exposed. So we cannot, and I want residents of the estate to know that the peace and the serenity we have been enjoying in this estate cannot continue because the Nigerian police, they have exposed this estate.
Soldiers came in to intervene to calm the situation first. Then we have the second thing we did was to first of all move those thugs, because they have the level of insecurity we have in this estate now should be top notch, because all these guys are criminals that the police deployed to come and evacuate or to execute court order.
For now, displaced families are demanding justice and urgent government intervention as they count their losses. Habeebat Ajayi, Trust TV News, Abuja.